Reviews and number of views. There are actually 880 reviews combined at hsn.com, making the women's wellness a customer pick. Whoa, have I ever lived this product. I'm going to quickly tell you the savings, and there's so much to tell you about this, but this is a 100% natural way for us to be able to deal with so many of the challenges as a woman that we go through in the many different changes and stages of our lives. So 60 capsules, and I'm telling you, this is the day to stock up. First airing, $24.90, so you're saving $6 there. The 180 at $69.90, you're saving $15. I have never bought it where I didn't buy the 360. 360 capsules today. $30 you're saving because you're buying only $124.90. We have it available on 3 FlexPay payments on your HSN card. You have a full 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. And I am telling you, this is the product, to me, I always say, has given me back my life. And over the years, and the many years of being together with Andrew, the funny thing about some of the different products that Andrew has made, this is one that the reviews, the responses from us women are like, don't stop making it, or I'll find you. I'm putting it in a nicer way.
Well, when I introduced this product originally, at that time, and this shows how long I've been in this industry, that I couldn't talk about this product's impact on hot flashes, night sweats, the interruptions of sleep, the mood disturbances that can come with menopause and perimenopause. Because oddly enough, at that time, perimenopause and menopause were considered a disease. So technically, if I talked about those things, I'd be talking about treating a disease, which obviously supplements are not designed. They're not medicines to treat a disease. What we now know is that women are not diseased when they're going through menopause and perimenopause, thank goodness, and that medicine has become more enlightened. So perimenopause and menopause, even though they're not a disease, they can exert an unbelievably powerful impact, negative impact sometimes on a woman's life. And it varies tremendously from woman to woman how that presents itself. For some women, it might be nothing at all. For other women, it could be a very powerful impact. What this product is designed to do is emulate the levels of a certain food substance present in the Asian diet that has delivered benefits to that diet in terms of elimination or mitigation, reducing the symptoms of menopause. That is all we have done here. And the science on this, the clinical science on this, is impressive. And even more impressive are the reviews. And how many reviews are there?
880 combined between...
880 between Ultimate Women's Wellness and the Standard Women's Wellness. Ultimate Women's Wellness just contains some more bonus ingredients like B-complex and things like that. So you could choose Women's Wellness or Ultimate Women's Wellness. Women's Wellness is a little bit less expensive. Ultimate Women's Wellness gives the bonus ingredients, but they both give the same exact level of the key components in terms of delivering that opportunity to combat those symptoms, the things you experience during perimenopause, menopause, or even on a monthly basis, PMS. That's where this product delivers the hormonal balance, and it's a profound impact for many women, and that's what the reviews say, because I think it's, what is it rated?
4.4 stars.
4.4 stars, so probably close to 90% 4- and 5-star reviews.
84%.
84% 4- and 5-star reviews. So again, a product that holds with it a huge promise of benefit. Obviously, it's delivering benefit to close to 90% of the women who are using the product. So I think that's worth exploring the product. When I first introduced this, I thought, and absolutely at the time, and what has been proven by the science, I talked about the negative impact of the synthetic hormones, the synthetic hormone replacement therapy that was offered to women. And as the research kept rolling in, it wasn't fun being correct about that because it came with large health consequences to the women in the country using them for decades. But it was important that women became enlightened about the consequence of what had been recommended for decades. So I think women are now more aware of the fact that hormone replacement therapy comes with a list of risks, that it's not just simply doing something natural. And if you are going to do hormone replacement therapy, talk to your doctors, do it bioidentically, but talk to your doctor and make sure you use it appropriately, reasonably, and with restraint. Yeah. But this is a natural product that provides a tool to take you through those difficult, challenging times. And if you read the reviews, you'll see that, again, almost 90% of the reviews on this product are over-the-top positive reviews.
Exactly. Great gift, too.
Just want to read a few charts here before we have to run along. But it's designed to naturally reduce most of the normal symptoms of menopause and perimenopause, including hot flashes, night sweats, sleep interruptions, mood disturbances. It duplicates the isoflavone level present in the healthy Asian diet. The isoflavones are the ingredients from things like soy that we don't get in America, but they get in abundance in Asia. Naturally promotes hormone balance at all stages of life, helps diminish the normal symptoms of PMS, perimenopause, and menopause. And then just so you don't think it's me making this up, this is from the Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology Research. We conclude that in daily practice, this is a journal for doctors, in daily practice conditions, isoflavones, that's what this product focuses on, particularly genistein, that's what this product focuses on, can be used for the management of hot flashes in postmenopausal women not treated with HRT, hormone replacement therapy, due to their early onset of action, efficacy, and safety. They're talking about the early onset of action, efficacy, and safety of the isoflavones, like those present in this product. This is from the Journal of Medical Investigation. Substantial data from epidemiologic surveys, those are large population surveys, and nutritional intervention studies, those are clinical studies where they actually test something, in humans and animals suggest that dietary phytoestrogens, or isoflavones, that's what these are, have protective effects against menopausal symptoms. From another journal called Maturitas, the present study suggests that overall isoflavone supplementation has a statistically significant effect on reducing hot flushes, but that the magnitude of this effect is greatest for women who are experiencing a high number of flushes each day, meaning the more you need them, the better they work.
Right.
And so just a wonderful natural tool to deal with a natural transition, as I've often said, that perimenopause and menopause might seem like an unpleasant thing to have to go through, but as we often say about birthdays, it beats the alternative. You know, we want to be able to stick around here, and with aging comes consequences, but aging is one of God's most wonderful gifts when He lets us stick around here longer. So I think to the extent we take advantage of all the tools that are present naturally, it allows us to age gracefully and do it in a way that really contributes to and supports our wellness.
Yeah, and by the way, this is a product where I will tell you the fact that you have a full 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee is so important. I've given it to more of my female friends as gifts. For me, huge difference that it's made, because I didn't have so much of the hot flashes, but for me it was absolutely